My friends, the day we have been waiting for, it's here. The new potty machine has arrived. So today is the day that we are unloading and moving the new potty machine from Adapt Ag into the new building. So we got Jackson up there, we've got Jerry and the cat, and basically nothing is connected. We've got all these separate pieces, and so we are going to unload and get it in. It is a fun, exciting day, and you're going to join us along for the ride because Creekside is growing. This machine is going to just take us to the whole next level. So here we go, my friends. We're gonna wait. We're waiting on Jerry. He is gonna come around the corner here in just a second with the outdoor hopper. So obviously we're having to unload everything with the cat and the forks. So we want to take our time and be nice and slow so you can kind of see him coming around the corner there. Josh is here to, Josh and his team has been building the building, good friends of Jerry. So this is good for Josh to be Jerry's right-hand man in the unloading portion of this. So we did get our potty machine, everything from Adapt Ag, which if you are in the industry, that is agronomics, right? So agronomics is now part of the Adapt Ag, and so agronomics is the former company that manufactured this potty machine for us. Very excited about this. So what we have to do today is get everything unloaded off of the truck. It came from their facility in Ohio, came overnight, here today, unloading everything. And poor Jerry, as you can probably see, he can't see anything. So that's why we have Josh is his eyes in this, because of course the hopper is taking up his entire view. So he is coming around the production building to go to the back of the new potting building, because this hopper is the outdoor hopper that makes life easier. So I'm gonna get out of the way before I get run over. my friends, so we got all of the pieces unloaded. There was a total of 6 different pieces of this machine unloaded and put in the relative correct spot. So what the fun, challenging part is going to be is that we have to get this conveyor. This is the soil conveyor that connects the outside hopper to the actual potting machine. So, of course, we already have the hole built for the hopper. So what they have done or are going to do is take off the red feet, I think, because this is live action, my friends. So because the red feet will not fit through the hole because it's too wide, right? So the conveyor fits, but the quote feet won't fit. So then they're coming in here to take off the feet, slide it through, and then they'll reattach the feet on the other side. So that is the plan for right now. It's quite hilarious because we've got three of our guys are are fluent in Spanish. Our 2 guys speak a little bit of English. Roman with Josh speaks really good English and Spanish. So there is a lot of commotion going on right here, and figuring out, translating back and forth about what exactly we are doing. Everything's going great. It's just hilarious because this is just such a wild time. So let me just show you what the plan is, right? So they're working on that. So coming around here, you can see, of course, that the end of the hopper is sticking out. So then next thing, once we get this guy through and kind of know where it is, then we will go pick up the outside hopper and bring it over and get it all set up here on the pad. That would definitely, I think, no. This one was the most precarious as far as getting it off because, of course, one side is short and one side is tall, and there was no bar between the two here to easily keep it level when taking it off the truck. So that was a little bit of a tense moment to make sure that we don't crush any lines, power boxes, drop the conveyor, all of the fun things. So once we get this in place and we move the hopper, I'll meet you back here. This machine has to go in here perfectly, so everything has to be in the exact spot. So making the final adjustments right now, because as you may see, the hopper or the conveyor belt from the outside, she doesn't quite line up with the machine itself. So clearly we want the soil to come out of the conveyor and to go into the center of the hopper of the actual machine itself. So they took the measurements, they are moving all of the other pieces. so that they can then move down this machine itself. Now, the great thing about the potting machine itself is that it is on rollers. So praise the Lord. That makes it super easy going ahead and can just simply push it to make sure that it is in the right spot and everything lines up. So that's the nitty gritty of this, to make sure that conveyor matches conveyor, hopper reaches. You gotta get everything lined up just so. Okay, my friends, so today's major installation is done. Everything is in place as close to what we need. So what we will do is then, of course, begin leveling everything. So we've got to make sure that all of the conveyors, the tables, so forth, that they are level. So let's just pretend for a moment to give you like the big picture of how this is going to work. So we're going to take one of our like portable conveyors that we use, that you've seen many times in the production facility. And so we think that's like 10 feet long. So that will go here. And so that way, whoever is loading the trays with the pots will have plenty of room, and we can put those trays all in, and then it will begin to go into the machine. So then it will come into the potting machine, come down, and then of course that is where the soil will get added in. On the outside, the conveyor system, of course, is going to have the hopper, the outdoor hopper, which is still currently, it's down there. We haven't brought it up yet. We're doing lunch break here in just a second. So it'll come up and sit here on the pad. It will dump into the conveyor. Then of course that comes up, and then that will dump into the small hopper here. We're not gonna leave it. This is not, don't freak out. This is not like touching, well, it kind of is touching, but it's not rubbing. So once we get all of the tables leveled, the conveyors leveled, the potting machine leveled, then we will come through and adjust the conveyor as it is needed, because of course everything has like self-leveling feet, so we can adjust everything, make it higher, make it lower, whatever we need to do. And so you don't want it to quite touch the machine, so that way there's not any kind of friction rubbing between there. So as we come down, this is it's just the coolest thing. So of course you have all your adjustments here. You have this little plexiglass window on each side that will open, so you can take that down. These are going to be, of course, connected to the air, so you'll have compressed air. And they bend, twist, however you want. So what we will do is adjust it so that it shoots right along the edge of the tray and knocks off all of that extra soil. So there's one on each side, so we can easily open that up, adjust those. And then of course, if you can see, this is the brush, and then there's brushes in there that knocks off all of the soil on top of the trays. Easy to adjust all of this. So these are the rails. So we will set them to the width of the tray so that the tray just runs right there in the center. And then that's what these little levers are for. And then these two levers are to adjust the height of the brushes. And it's kind of hard to see because I'm on the wrong side, but on the side right here, it has the measurements. So you know to set it at 18 inches, 12 inches, whatever it is. And so everything is labeled for you very easily right there. Let me close this back up so we don't hurt anything. There we go. Okay, So then, of course, then it comes on down the conveyor. This is where the potting will take place. So on each side, there are these little tables that pop up. They lock into place. So we have one on this side, and then we have two on the other. So you can flip them up, flip them down. But this would be where all of your plants are going to sit. And then if you're a lefty or a righty, depends on where you want to stand. So you can stand here, you've got your plants, and you plug or you tag, whatever it is that your job is, as they come down the line. Then when they come down to here, then we have the watering table, shall we say. So you can come, the plants will come through here. They'll get watered as they go down. They go through the system, get a nice good drink of water, continuing to come through the water tunnel all the way down. Then you'll have somebody standing here with a rack and load the plants onto the rack, and then out the door they go into the greenhouse. We have got tons of room, plenty of room, like between that end of the conveyor and the wall. We have got plenty of room for racks to hang out up here. Lots of room up here for the extra trays and pots and all the things right there. Now, there also is here underneath the water tunnel, there are two different kind of catch basins, pipes that will catch all the water, and then it goes into the box. That is why we had to have the drain right here. Now, you'll notice on this guy that we'll hook a pipe to that and have it dump into the drain. So the hole is right there and not on the other side. So it's not a problem. All we have to do is take that off and flip it around. And so that way we can then connect it into there. So you've got, of course, like several different layers of, to clean it, like so all the soil doesn't go in there, right? So it just catches the water, any kind of debris. So there you go on that. So boom, the next steps, yes. So talking to Josh, what they're going to do after lunch is, one, probably get the outdoor hopper at least put on the pad, that kind of thing. So they've got to do that. And then they're going to start on electrical, running electrical and water. So water is, quote, the easy one. So water will come through because obviously you've got to have a water source for the water tunnel. Thinking that it is going to be it's going to drop down because we could run it through the wall, but then you're going to have like a water hose coming across the concrete, and that just spells disaster for me. So they can have it where it'll come and just drop from the ceiling. So I think that's what we're going to do. We'll see. And then, of course, run all the electrical. We've got this massive control panel right here that is for the potting machine and all the components. So this big boy will go on to the wall just to the right of that conveyor, that outdoor conveyor here, and it will go, it'll go on the wall somewhere in here. So they couldn't really run the electrical until they knew exactly where everything was going, right? Because it comes with all the wires and everything that they need, but you got to know where to put everything and have this guy in here. So again, that is above my pay grade. I don't do electrical. I just know the basic components of it. So that's what they're going to start to work on today. The great thing is that we are responsible for running all the electrical for the water and the air and getting all that kind of connected and hooked up. But we don't turn the machine on until the folks from agronomics actually come. They're going to be on site. They will turn it on. They will program it. They will make sure that everything is running smoothly. It has been fantastic working with Adapt Ag. They have been wonderful. I think the truck driver had left, maybe gone, maybe even 10 minutes, and Jerry got a call from Ohio, answered it, and it was them wanting to make sure that it had gotten delivered. Did everything go well? Did you have all your parts? Any kind of questions? All of that. So they have been an unbelievable, great customer support any kind of questions we need. They've given us CAD drawings. They've helped us to say, put the drain here, put the conveyor hole there, like everything. So it has been an absolute joy to work with them. And we are just so excited. It was so fun because the entire time that we were either unloading or bringing pieces in, our staff was checking everything out because of course they have been with us and for a long time and have done a lot of potting of plants, and everybody is just like oohing and ahhing over all of the bells and whistles of this machine. So I was telling Debbie, I was like, we are going to be so excited when the next time, like once it's up and running and we get to actually like plant some plants. It is going to be so exciting. It's going to be like Christmas morning for us. So if you have some of y'all have been with us from the days when we would pot up in the barn on a flatbed trailer, and Jerry would lift up the bags of soil and dump the soil onto the trailer, and we would hand fill all of the trays and sit there and plug those plants on the trailer. We have come a long way since then, and that has only been, I guess, well, 5 or 6 years. So whenever we got the first potting machine. So in terms of time, it's not been that long. So yes, we are feeling very fancy and very fortunate and very excited because this is going to make life, one, a lot easier. It's going to be a lot of fun to do it. And we're going to be able to produce a lot more plants in a very comfortable environment situation. It's going to be great. We will keep you updated on everything. So basically I'm going to let them kind of like run the the water and the electrical, get all that kind of squared away, figure everything out, and then we'll kind of come back and give you an update on how everything is. But yeah, she's here, she's a beaut, and we are so stinking excited. As always, we really, really do appreciate all of your love and support for here at Creekside. It's always an adventure. I'll just say that, right? Life is never boring here at Creekside Nursery. That is for sure. Y'all have an amazing day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.